chicken breast. Chicken breast, I don't know. Some people like it, some people don't. Yeah, I don't really love chicken breast myself. But now if we take chicken breast and we put it in a bowl of rice, well, now it's a little more palatable. If we take chicken breast, a bowl of rice, and we add teriyaki sauce, now we have something that's pretty damn good. And if we also remove the chicken breast completely and put in chicken thigh, and now we got fat, carbs, protein, and sugar and salt, and now we're just having a blast. But it's hard to slow down yourself eating. Like, you're not going to put any of that back. You're not going to stop yourself from eating some of that. Whereas in the case of just straight chicken breast in a bowl, you're going to eat some of it. You might eat like a pound of it if you're lucky. And then you're going to be like, man, I had way too much.
Yeah, if I'm just eating some salmon that's cooked in a little butter or something, it's like I'm stopping. I'm not going back for seconds. I'm satiated pretty quick. It's a good point.
And that's where we can use vegetables and stuff like that to our advantage. You can, some people that are really hungry, that really like to eat a lot of food, vegetables are a little bit free. There. As long as they're not like doused in tons of crap, then I think you're good to go.
Stuff your face with protein, to be honest. Like you mentioned, the salmon's super satiating because it's mainly protein. But did you mention anything about fasting there or no?
Yeah, he said a little bit of you don't eat till like noon or something like that, right?
It's like my first meal,
10
but
seconds.
It's like, I feel like I'm still stepping out of a fasted state by putting that much, like, that is fat and calories in my body at that in the morning drink. So
Yeah.
it is.
Do you kind of mess with keto or low carb?
Novice, but it's never been like consistent enough. Like I've gone through like a month window or 2 month window, but I've never like fully like dove into it. It's kind of like my frontier is like food.
Yeah, I love food too, man.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, I think the main thing that's helped me was picking up fasting a few years ago because I can eat a lot. Like I can put down a lot of food. And what fasting helped me do is it helped me get used to the feeling of hunger and not responding to it. And by consistently day by day not responding to hunger, you realize it's not that big of a deal and you realize you can push that off. So I'll eat a lot, but I'll eat a lot within 1 or 2 meals at the end of a day.
Do you do like an 8-hour window, 10-hour window?
Yeah, eating window. I'll sometimes do like maybe a 4 or 6, maybe sometimes an 8.
10 seconds.
It's like I can put down some food in that time, but not as much food as I would put down if it was like eating from breakfast. Because if I eat breakfast, nowadays I have more self-control because fasting helped with that. But in the past, if I ate breakfast, the day is gone. I'm going down for 4,000 calories easy.
Yeah, I don't like that you didn't say that you would go down on food. That's what you used to say back in the day. Like, I used to go down on food hard. It's like,
he's in a relationship now.
Very true.
He's had to change his language.
I still go down on food.
Yeah.
No, I still do.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it's annoying, but like I had to track. That's the only way for me to understand how much I actually needed to eat because I was on the other side where I wasn't eating enough. But now that I have, I implement a lot of fasting. But I'll do like I call it a reverse fast, even though it's not. I'll have a pretty big breakfast, so like at least 5 eggs or a vertical diet meal, like the big one, and then I won't eat anything until dinner time. And then when dinner time comes around, I eat a shit ton of food, and that's usually it for the day.
10
so
seconds.
I just eat twice, and that's it.
What do you notice from that? Like, format?
Throughout the day, I'm not like reaching for food. That helps. So it's just like fasting, but I'm also not even, and I know Mark and Nsima are way past this, but even I was to a certain point too, where like I'm not thinking like, oh, that first meal is going to be amazing because I'm not hungry at all. The key though is I can't reach for even just a small snack because if I do, that fires everything up, and now I want food. So that's how I've been able to do it, and I've been doing it for a couple months now, and it's actually been working out really, really well.
Yeah, I'm like working and lifting, and these guys are doing the same. We're in here sometimes doing multiple podcasts.
Halfway there.
Sometimes we'll do multiple workouts because we'll go in the gym and do like an exercise or two. We'll do a podcast. We'll go in the gym, do an exercise or two. We'll do another podcast. So there's really not a lot. Like, I don't know, we could eat, but it kind of slows you down too much, we feel like. And then, I don't know, then your mind's like, you're not as sharp and you're concentrating on the food. And the second that I eat opens up the floodgates, just like Nsima said, then I'm more hungry. So I may as well push it off to the end of the day. And I think Nsima eats similar. It sounds like Andrew's eating similar now. When we eat at the end of the day, it's like an event. we get to really throw down on the food. So it ends up being great.
Have you guys ever done like a extended water fast?
Oh no.
Like a 3 to 5,
Yes,
10 day?
I've done a couple of fasts like that. I've done 72 hour. I've done the 5-day. Walter Longo, eating some pickles and olives type shit. That really was really interesting.
Halfway there.
But I probably shouldn't have eaten anything because that kind of made me that made it more difficult.
Yeah.
It made it way more difficult just to introduce small amounts of food. And I kind of was reading up on it. And they're like, you can do bulletproof coffee and stuff like that. But it actually, everything,
10 seconds.
any calories, just like, it did make it worse. Day 3 wasn't bad, but on day 4, I didn't realize how much further I had to go on the 5th day.
Last
like,
round.
you gotta kind of be in for 6 days to complete 5 days, if that makes any sense. And I just wasn't thinking. And so that, it was kind of difficult, but I guess like the most that it did to me or did for me was just allowed me to learn that I could take a really, really giant shit. Because when I was done, like I filled up the whole toilet. Like once I ate, it was unbelievable. I like never seen anything like it in my life. I took
You sent us a picture.
Yeah, it was. And that
was
picture,
the plastic wrap one?
yeah, that picture
That
didn't-
was huge.
that picture didn't do it justice either. It was like pounds. It was like literally like pounds of
So
food.
from one meal post breaking your fast,
Yes.
body just flushed it out.
Yeah, my body's like, whoa, and it just yeah.
I'll send it to Adam so
10
that he can send it.
I
to
can't
you.
wait.
Take
Can't
it.
wait to see that.
Yeah, but I haven't done 72 hours. I've done multiple 48 hours, but I have electrolytes. That's one thing because I still exercise, so I can't just do pure water. I have to do electrolytes. That's because if I don't, my ass is done. I still exercise during those.